The following program is brought to you by Whiteman TV and Bruce Telecom.
Hi, I'm Dee Dee Urig, and I'm the Office Administrator at the Mount Forest District Chamber of Commerce. And let's see what's happening in Mount Forest. Here with me is Rick Rowerda from R&R Pet Paradise. Rick, what has been happening?
We've been busy with the kennel this summer. It's been really busy, as well as we've been doing shows like the Mount Forest Fireworks Festival just last week, which was a lot of fun. We are starting our last session of classes for the summer, starting Tuesday, August 4th. There's still some room. And if you're interested in training or classes with us, feel free to contact us. We will also be offering some classes through the continuing education in town at one of the schools, I believe. I'm not sure of the location yet.
So everybody can stay tuned for more information on that.
Yes, keep checking our website and we'll have information on classes and training. We always offer private lessons as well as group classes when the weather is good. Private lessons are at a reasonable rate. So if you are interested in anything from dog aggression to come when called to sit and stay, we can offer that.
Fantastic. Now, Rick, have you added any new highlights to your let's say your Power Paws show?
We continue to massage our show and try to make it better. We're doing a few new tricks with our shows. We're doing some better, some little tweaks and stuff to our math portion of our show, as well as we've added Deviant doing a bit of a better vault on his high jumping skills. So, yeah.
Yes, and I'm strictly speaking because we just recently watched R&R Pet Power Paws show at the Mount Forest Fireworks Festival, and it was an amazing show. And I'm just amazed at the talent that your pets have. It's just, and you must be in great shape as well to keep up to these dogs.
I wouldn't say I'm in great shape, but yeah, we enjoy doing the shows, and our dogs are in great shape, and they make us look good. So we try to keep them as fit as we can so that they're capable of doing what you see in our shows. We do chiropractic care with our dogs, as well as supplements and proper nutrition for the dogs, as well as keeping them very thin so that they're the wear and tear on their joints isn't as extreme.
Yes, yeah, because they do they go through the paces, but they also have a lot of fun doing it. They're look very happy.
Oh, they love doing the shows. They get so excited. You can hear the van vibrate when they know it's their turn. They're screaming at the top of their lungs as they want to go out. So it's great fun.
Now, let's say we're standing here at your location here. The sun is beating down on us. So we've got like 31, I believe is what it said on the drive out here. How do the dogs react to this heat?
The dogs do adjust to the heat to some degree. We do try to keep them cool, and we keep them out in shorter sessions if we're training them. As far as the kennel dogs, we have a pond that they use as well. The kennel is very shaded most of the day, and it stays cool throughout the day in there. So the kennel dogs are very comfortable here as well. If it does get extreme heats, we do have air conditioning in our kennel for the dogs, for the boarding dogs mainly. We suffer in our house without air conditioning, so all right.
Yeah, no, and that's good. Looking after these beautiful pets is certainly key, and we can always tell that they are like family to you and Angela.
Yeah, we do treat the kennel dogs a little bit too well sometimes. Angela's been known to hide in the kennel and do a little bit of grooming on people's pets for them, and several hours and a couple of garbage bags later full of fur, she comes out. So,
aside from the Mount Forest Fireworks Festival, Rick, we understand that you just come off a huge competition. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about that and how well you did.
Yeah, we were just recently at the Skyhounds Worlds Qualifier in Ontario, in Sharon, which is near Newmarket, where Angela and Broop came in first in freestyle. Angela and I, with our dog Deviant, came in first in pairs freestyle, and Riff Raff and myself came in first in the toss and fetch portion, which was really great. We're very surprised every year when we can qualify for Worlds, and we're looking forward to it again. As well, we're going to be hosting a competition coming up at the end of November, beginning of December. The date has not been totally set yet, but it's open to anybody to enter if anyone's interested, and we do offer training before. If you do have a dog that is great at Frisbee and you want some tricks and tips for competing, then we can work on that with you as well. So, and as well, we have another competition in March that we will be doing. So that's the local tournaments that will be going on. We do compete all over the place in the summer months, but we don't host in the summer. It's just too busy.
Okay, so is this information on your website, Rick?
The information on competitions will be posted on our website when we do set our dates. Likely it will be end of October, middle of October when we set the stuff on the website.
Okay, maybe you could just let us know what your website address is.
It's rrpetparadise.com.
So that's nice. That just shows you the kind of personal touch that you guys offer out here at R&R Pet Paradise, and we really appreciate that, and we love everything that you do in the community for the community, Rick, so thank you.
Thank you. We enjoy doing it.
I'm here with Heather, and we're at the Mount Forest Restore for Habitat for Humanity. Heather, as we stand here, I can see a lot of products and services here. Maybe you could just give us a little run through as to what's going on here at the Restore.
Yeah, so we're having it's really exciting times here at the Restore, especially for our entire affiliate, Habitat for Humanity, Wellington, Dufferin, Guelph, because it is our 5-year campaign to raise $2 million and build at least 25 more homes in our catchment area. So specifically what's happening here at the Restore, it's a place where it can really help us meet our goals. So what you can do at the Restore is donate. You can volunteer. We really could use some volunteers here at the Mount Forest Restore, as well as shopping. So as far as shopping goes, we have a great selection of hardware. We have tools, household supplies, appliances, lots of great stuff here. As well as something not everyone knows about is we have a kitchen service. So let's say you're thinking of doing a renovation. We have a team that will come to your house, remove your kitchen for free, and then you save a ton of money so that you can get a new kitchen. And then we'll sell it here, and then which only again helps us to raise that $2 million and build the 25 more homes for those families really in need. So that's really, really neat. Also, the donations, back to the donations. We could really use some great donations. One thing I do want to stress, though, is something we're trying to really encourage people at this point in time is to refrain from donating unless there's an attendant here to accept the donations, simply because we can't really accept everything. We want to really make sure we have a great product to offer here at the Restore. So if it's not something we can accept or sell, it ends up going into the garbage, unfortunately, which ends up costing us dumping fees. And it really just inhibits our ability to raise that money and build those homes. So please refrain from doing that.
So let's say, what are your normal operating hours if somebody does have some goods to drop off here then, Heather?
Yeah. So at the Mount Forest Restore, we are open Tuesday to Saturday from 9 to 5. We prefer people to make their donations before 5 o'clock, maybe around 4:30 would be great, simply because it allows our attendants to accept them, to price them, to put them on the floor and get them ready for sale. So not Sunday, not Monday. Those are our days we're closed.
Okay, that makes total sense. But let's back up a little bit and talk about volunteers. You said that you need volunteers. Could you be a little bit more specific on the roles and the responsibilities?
Great. So here at the Restore, we're looking for cashiers. We're looking for merchandisers, so people who are making the store look really great, putting the stock on the shelves. We're looking for receivers, so people who are the attendants at the back door who are taking the goods and deciding whether or not it's something we can accept or not. So those are the roles that we're really looking for here at the Mount Forest Restore.
So if anybody is interested in volunteering, how would we direct them to you, Heather? Is there a website that individuals could go to?
There's actually a couple of ways you can volunteer here. You can simply come to the Restore at 286 Main Street South, talk to Cindy Lee. She can help direct you, give you a form, or you can talk to our volunteer services. Our volunteer services director is Nancy Fraser, so her email is nancy@habitatwdg.ca, or just visit our website. All the information is online at habitatwdg.ca.
So any donations, can they donate online as well, Heather?
So yes and no. So we do have options online, and we actually are encouraging people to visit our website at habitatwdg.ca. There is a button there that says Donate to Restore, and you can click on that button, and it gives you a nice little form there that you can fill out with your name, your address, all your information, as well as what you're thinking about donating to the Restore, with some pictures, which really helps us expedite the service that we're offering. One thing I haven't mentioned yet is that we will do a pickup service if you're unable to get your item here. So that really helps expedite that. So that's one way. You can phone in, or you can just bring it in yourself.
Yeah, that's a great service, because I'm sure there's a lot of people that just don't have the means to get it here. So is there a specific area that you will drive to, or outside of your area?
Well, the best thing to think about is our area is, if you think Mount Forest, Orangeville, Guelph, and then kind of make a triangle, more or less that is our area that we serve. So often, because we're stationed our trucks are in Guelph most of the time, we usually come to Mount Forest, Orangeville about once a week. So we try and group everyone together for one pickup at some point during the week. So.
Well, that certainly makes things a lot easier. And as I'm standing here, I can see a lot of people wandering around in here, just moseying about and trying to find, their product of service. And how long have you been in Mount Forest, Heather?
We've been in Mount Forest about 2 years now. And we've been really well received. So it's been really great being up here.
Well, we love having you here, and anything that we can do to help you as you're part of your fundraising initiative. You said it's a 5-year plan?
It's a 5-year plan. We want to raise $2 million. It's a big, lofty goal, but we know we can do it with the support of our communities, and we're going to build at least 25 more homes. So at the moment, we're really actively searching for land or a renovation in this area so that we can build. So it'll be great.
Thank you so much for joining us, Heather. We really appreciate this.
Well, thank you very much for having us.
I'm here with Mike Burns, and he's the minister at the Mount Forest Presbyterian Church. Mike, we're standing in the yard right beside the church here, and I understand there's a fun event that's going to be happening.
Yes, on Saturday, August 22nd, we're having a family music day here, and it's from 2 in the afternoon until 7 at night. We set up a stage kind of right here behind us, and people sit in here in the blankets or lawn chairs. We have local musicians that fill the stage from 2 until 7. There's games for the kids. There's a barbecue and pie for sale, and all of the money raised, or rather half the proceeds that are raised, go to the local hospital foundation for their building campaign, and then the other half remains here with us. But it's a fun day for the whole family, and so we hope that many people come out and support their local artists and have fun together.
That sounds wonderful, and it is a great cause for the Louise Marshall Hospital Foundation. I know they're right in the heat of their campaigning right now, so as a community, we really appreciate that support, and it's a wonderful idea. You've got a great location here. So how many people would you be expecting to come here?
Well, last year was our first annual, and we had about 100 people here throughout the day, and this year we're hoping for much more than that.
So, Mike, do they have to call to, let's say, register, or just show up?
No, just show up. There's no admission charge. It's by donation only, and then we make money on selling the hamburgers and hot dogs and that kind of thing. So it's just come whenever and stay as long as you want.
Fantastic. So do you have this on a website, Mike, or some place that we can direct people to?
People can call me. I'd be happy to take their call, 519-546-2380.
Okay, and we will also have that information up on our chamber website as well, Mike, so people can go to the website if they need to get more information. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Here with me is Rose Austin, and she's with the Saugeen Economic Development Corporation. Rose, we've been hearing some talk about an interesting venture that you guys are working on right now called the Hawk's Nest. We'd really like some more information about that.
Sure, not a problem. The Hawk's Nest is a Dragon's Den inspired event. It was announced in June of this year, and we have a regional advisory committee made up of 9 different people from chambers of commerce, BIAs, etc. The Saugeen Economic Development Corporation, as well as the Bruce Community Futures Development Corporation, which is located in Kincardine, and FedDev, which is the Federal Development Agency for Southern Ontario, have partnered together to basically develop and implement the event. So it covers the areas of Grey, Bruce, and Wellington North counties. And as I indicated, we have 9 regional advisory committees that sit there that help us decide, what route we should go and how we should take it. We will be having a meeting in September where it's basically an informal meeting to bring information to what we hope will be our hawks. We have probably, I believe right now, about 13 people interested in being hawks. The hawks will be investing their own money into the people or to the participants that present their business plan. So we're having an informal meeting in September, and once those people have confirmed that they indeed want to be hawks, there will be a media release going out announcing who they are. People who are interested in participating in the program can either be startup businesses or businesses that are already in existence. It is mandatory for the businesses that are just starting to take a 1-day training course. That's basically to help them develop a business plan which will be at a level with the existing businesses, so that the hawks are guaranteed to get as much information as they possibly can in order to make a very well-informed decision as to whether they want to invest in that person or not. So we're hoping that we'll have a lot of participation from many entrepreneurs throughout the 3 counties. And as I said, after their business plans are written and they take the day-long course, there will then be a committee made up of the regional advisory people who will then look at the various business plans and try to narrow it down to hopefully 7 various business plans and participants that will be pitching their business idea to the hawks. There will be 1 youth category, so we are looking for youth to participate as well. And the youth category will have perhaps maybe some extra special bonuses for participating. So we're hoping the date is yet to be announced, but it will be in June of 2016, and we're very excited.
Yes, it sounds really exciting. It really does sound like Dragon's Den, and I know that we always enjoy watching that on the television. So this should be exciting and promote small businesses or entrepreneurs or young entrepreneurs starting up. I think it's a fabulous idea. I know that our very own Rosalind Fortier she's on the board of directors for the Chamber of Commerce. She's part of the committee, and she has spoke highly of it. So we're very excited to learn more. And now, to take part in this, it is free, is it?
Yes, for the participants, for the people who want to present their business plans and hope to be able to pitch it to the hawks, it is free. Absolutely. The training day-long course is free. Everything for these participants is free. There will be a charge for the evening's event, and it will hopefully be a televised event as well. So there will be a charge, a ticket yet to be determined price, with a percentage of those ticket sales going to an audience choice. So the audience as well, that is there the evening of the Hawk's Nest, will be able to pick who they would have invested in, and the majority winner will win a percentage of the ticket sales.
Fantastic. So if anybody wanted more information, or let's say if you needed more hawks, and of course anybody wanting to participate, how would they contact you, Rose?
They can contact our project coordinator, Linda Thompson, at the Saugeen Economic Development Corporation. Our phone number is 519-799-5750, or they can go online to sbdc.ca, and all of our contact information is there. Or they can speak to a member of the Regional Advisory Committee from their area, and from Wellington North, it is Rosalind, so they could contact Rosalind, and I'm sure she'd be willing to share information with them as well.
Absolutely. So yes, if anybody is interested, they can contact their local Chamber of Commerce or a local representative. Is there anything else that you'd like to add, Rose?
Well, we're looking for sponsorships. It is going to be a sponsored event. We do have to raise some money through sponsorships to make this event, as grandiose as we possibly can for the participants, and to maintain it, to make it self-sustaining. So we are looking for sponsorships. There will be a media announcement and a media release as to when those sponsorships, when we will be looking for those and how they are set up. There'll be corporate sponsors, gold, platinum, silver sponsorships, and there will be a lot of advertising to the people who are sponsoring the event.
That's great. So there you have it, everybody. These Hawks Nest, they're looking for sponsorship, and anybody looking to participate can contact Linda Thompson, the project coordinator. And thank you so much, Rose, for coming here and talking to us today about this.
Oh, thank you for the opportunity.
We're here at Renew Life Therapies and Yoga, and with me is Heather Guerin. She is a registered massage therapist, and Heather is going to talk to us today about a unique technique, and it's called cupping. So Heather, how are you?
I'm great. How are you today?
Good, and we'll maybe you could just fill everybody in on what this technique is all about.
Well, cupping is an ancient form of traditional Chinese medicine. I don't do the traditional form. It's more of a take on it from Western society. It uses suction to lift and separate tissue. It's kind of the inverse of a massage. So instead of pushing and thrusting, it's lift and separate.
So how do you lift the tissue, Heather?
I use a combination of glass suction cups and silicone suction cups, and they just use air pressure to work them.
Okay, so you're not the one where they use the
fire? No, I don't use the fire, mainly because I'm kind of a klutz and it wouldn't be very good.
So what is the advantage of this form of treatment?
Well, cupping, while lifting and separating tissue, it promotes blood circulation. While it says it removes toxins from the system, what really happens is when you lift and separate tissue, the toxins that are stuck in blood and in your muscle tissue get lifted up, which means that your lymphatic system can take them away. So it does remove toxins, it just helps the body eliminate them themselves.
So obviously, this is obviously something new in this area, because I've never heard of it before. Do you have many clients that do this?
I do. I have quite a few clients. I haven't had any negative reaction to cupping, although if the summer gets really warm, you might see people that look like they've been attacked by an octopus. So that's fairly interesting. And if you do see that, well, then they certainly come to me.
So is it a localized in a specific area, or is it is it on the back or any place else?
Well, traditionally it's done on really fleshy parts of the body, the back being one of them, but I have multiple size cups, so I can do them anywhere, all the way up the neck, along the leg. I've had some great success in upper thighs as well, so I really enjoy them.
Okay, so if somebody was interested in this technique, would they come out and see you first, and do you do an assessment on them?
Well, as a massage therapist, I do an assessment on every client, so there are specific questions to find out what the problem is, but a cupping session is really tailored to your body at that specific time, so every session could be different or it could be the same. It just depends.
So what's typically how many cups would be needed in order to provide treatment?
Well, because I do moving cupping, it's not generally static. I usually only use 1 cup at a time. However, you can park a cup like the traditional Chinese and put it along the meridians of the body, but I usually just use 1.
Well, it sounds really interesting. And now that I know that you don't use the fire, I might want to check it out. So if somebody was interested, Heather, how would they reach you?
Well, you can check us out on our website, renewedlifetherapiesandyoga.com. It's a great website. You can also contact us here at the office, but generally you have to leave a message because we're always in treatment rooms with clients. So leave a message and we'll call you back.
Okay, that's great. Terrific. Thank you so much, Heather.
Thanks. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much for joining What's Happening in Mount Forest. It was a hot one, but we enjoyed every minute of it. For more information on these services in the Mount Forest area, you can visit us on our website at www.mountforest.ca. Thank you.
The preceding program was brought to you by Whiteman TV and Bruce Telecom.